conversation with the pioneer of technical analysis in India, only on ET Now.
Back. Bit of a move on the upside, obviously gold now being to FNO strategies, but before that a quick disclaimer from our end. Please be sure to consult with your individual financial advisors before you take any position in the futures and options space, because while you may make windfall profits, you can also land up losing quite a hefty bit. We'll be joined by Dr. C.K.Narayan. Sandeep Marg will be joining us shortly as well. Dr. Narayan, we'll start off with you. You know, we spoke about weakness in the market, and that just seems to get exaggerated on a daily basis. Considering the trend of uncertainty that we've been witnessing week on week, today is the last trading day of the week. We're already 2.5% lower. Do you expect more nervousness to kick in when the last half an hour comes by?
I would believe that is certainly a possibility, mainly because the market has opened with a downside gap, which was a very large one, made 0 attempts to go higher, created a bottom early in the morning, and then subsequently, after having churned around a bit, has chosen to break it. So clearly all these shorts which were there overnight have closed out in profits, and then there has been subsequently a large amount on offer again, which is why the bottom broke. So if the bottom keeps breaking even on an intraday basis, then we should be looking lower and not higher. That is one. Second is, if we look at the fairly aggressive build-up at the 4600 put, it does seem like the market is actually shooting for somewhat on the lower side. In addition to this, we are also finding very large additions to the 4900 call. So the call setup is actually moving lower progressively day by day. Yesterday, if you recall, we discussed about the fact that the 5100 and the 5000 calls are seeing a large build-up. So today that's moved down to 49 and even 4800. 4800 is, even as we speak, it is slightly in the money. So I think this is clearly indicative of a market which wants to go lower, and the traders are actually willing it lower by trying to build positions lower. The bulls are not really in there, and they have a very weak spine right now. They are not willing to force it upward. They are not getting a reason to force it upward. All the news flow has been very, very negative. So all said and done, the market does look like it will trend down a little more, because there doesn't really seem to be any large enough player with a high enough degree of conviction to come and change the trend.
Would you call it an option writer's bumper month?
Oh, you bet, you bet. It has been a huge bumper month. Look where we were at the start, 5600. And look where we are now, 4800. That's an 800.12% on the index. I mean, if that is not a bumper month for option writers, what else is? And see, let's say the main thing is, no short position on options has ever been threatened. You know, it's been a nice smooth ride. You just kept sort of rolling it down further and further, and all is well with the world for option writers.
All right, Dr. Narayan, we'll come back for your strategy. Dr. Narayan, you've also got a strategy where you are anticipating some further downside, so buying a 4600 put is what you recommend.
Well, yes, at this stage, I don't want to really pay too much premium, because walls are also high, and we are a bit long in the tooth as far as the downtrend is concerned. So if the morning low has broken, which it has, and I would think, looking at the build-up of the market as a whole, 4600 put trading at about 12 to 15 rupees, I think that's a very small amount of money to risk. At this stage, it's all about what is the kind of risk that you're dealing with, right? So I don't want to expose too much monetary risk. I'm not overly sad if I miss the move and it goes up, so I just lose a little bit of money. I don't want to risk a whole lot of money and then actually find out that I'm wrong. So which is the reason I'm looking at a 4600 put. The market seems to be happy building a position there. At 12 rupees, I don't think it's really being sold. So I would then venture that it's being bought. So I just want to join the rest of the gang. We are not really taking a view here far too much with analysis. At very emotional times and at very, very strong trended times, I don't think it really calls for too much analysis.
You won't look...
Just go with the flow. That's what I'm doing here. Yeah.
You won't look at 4800, Dr. Narayan? Because that's pretty much at the money right now. I mean, the swing will be greater if it
is at the money. Like I said, we are 800 points down for the month from where we started. I think I would not, like I said earlier, venture too much money on a trade which is on the downside. The news flow might change over the weekend. Germany might decide to do something. Who knows? There's too many things which are outside of our control. This is nothing domestic. This is all, Anna Hazare could be domestic, but we're not really serious about those set of problems yet. But then I think all the trouble is from overseas. And we really don't know what is the scene there, what is the kind of stuff which is going to happen. We have no control on it. So I would rather risk a small amount of money. If 46 doesn't work out, okay, I've lost 12 bucks. So I'll put a stop on it at about 5 to 6 rupees. So net on net, what is it I'm risking? 5 rupees. So that's not a big deal.
All right. 4,600 put. That's risking just about closer to 12 odd rupees at this point in time. Not aggressively going on the downside.